I got this shit, bro. I know ain't nobody seeing me, bro. I know it, bro. I know I'm a legend, bro. God get all the glory, though, you feel me? I don't even like capping, though. That's why they don't understand me, because I don't want to bitch fuck you. I be on fuck you mode all the time. At the same
Even if you get it from the how you feeling, Lenny said, force the peace. We were selling heavy squares.
Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So Miami's offense comes on the field first today. They'll love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game and the college football world would change since then?
Dropping back, it's Ward. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Porton. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Canes. This quarterback on fire today. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. So the Florida Gators offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
We got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made over the middle. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
It's second down after that completion. To throw, it's Lagway. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Hit just as he throws the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Horton. They bring him down after a short gain there. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. It's a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. On the run, it's Webb.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Catch made on the out route. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Gators are in the red zone. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Catch made on the out route. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Gators will have to kick this away.
Well, it's a big stop here by this defense. Tie game, just getting into the second half. Made some good adjustments, good awareness there on that 3rd down play. And now it sets up for 4th down.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. Trying to find some room. It's Martinez. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
Now, you just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's leg way. Catch made on the right side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Back in motion now. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
One of the great things about this offensive scheme is how they spread the defense out, put a lot of pressure on them because they create a lot of space in the middle. They've been able to get the ball to this slot receiver time and time again.
This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
The gain makes it second and medium. And the back gets the football. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Gators pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. He's swarmed by the defense. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Lagway. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get to the line here in the no huddle. And in first down, they go right back to him. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it on first down. He lets it go. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Boy, how about this offense coming through in the clutch? The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by that offensive line. And the receiver delivers for this touchdown. Now, you're down 1 and you're the head coach. You've worked all this time. This entire season comes down to this. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you go for the lead?
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Lofting it toward the left sideline. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught quickly. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, they pick up a completion here, but Chris, that clock is moving, and they've got some work to do to be able to get in the field goal range.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the grab. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Gators have first and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Touchdown for it to claim the lead here in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First down, looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. That sack sets up a second down and long. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. That one sails incomplete. He threw it too far. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, and they sack him, and that'll do it. The final play. The defense makes a huge stop to preserve the W. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense trots out there to open this game. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Here's the second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Try and muscle for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a 4th down.
See if he can make a play on this return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. So the Gators offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Important second down play coming up. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Lagway. Short pass finds the tight end.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, right, the defense has to pay attention to it. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Gators will line up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Daniels. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Lagway. It's an out route. The catch made. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Gators looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Nice grab. It's Johnson. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. But hold on, there is a flag on the field, so let's check that out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
The Florida offense retakes the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins.
I understand the offense going to the quick slant, especially when you have a receiver that can do some damage after the catch. Pretty good job here by this defense not allowing that to happen.
To the air. It's Lagway. Snags a quick throw. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it for a big gain. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. It's QB sneak. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He escapes the sack. Well, he escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. The DB's right near the line now showing press coverage. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man open downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. The Gators offense retakes the field. So this game is not over yet. The score just got a little bit tighter. How will they play it? How aggressive on the play call? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. And now the handoff. And the Gators keep the football on the move.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick throw to the left side. And it's complete downfield. Touchdown, Gators. Made the defense look slow that time. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. They get him down at the 33 after a solid return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. To the air, it's Milrow. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the out route. He goes out of bounds with no time left, and we have a national champion. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
Well, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. And I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Florida Gators.
It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's press. And now you'll choose. Here, you'll choose to create a coach of your own or use an. Congratulations. It's time. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choice.